This next question is for Prodigy. You have a solo album coming up soon. How does it feel to finally step out of the mold of m.o.p and do your own thing?
You know, it's my third solo project, so, you know, it's not the first time. It seems like every time I do a solo album, people like think that m.o.p breaking up or whatever, but that's not the case. You know, it's just, you know, I got so much music, I gotta just put it out there. You know what I mean? It don't make sense to just have all this music sitting there. So, you know, in between projects, why not do a solo project? You know what I mean? So, definitely, you know, I'm happy about, you know, getting my music out there right now. Yeah.
Basically, hip-hop had a lot of veterans rapping out in the war zone. They're still rapping, fighting for this music, for this culture. And what can y'all just tell us out in that war zone as we just keep on rapping, keeping this music alive on a different level?
When you say tell them something, like, you mean as far as inspiration in terms of getting into the music, or how they should feel about the music they do? You know, what should they bring to the table? Like, which aspect of it?
Whatever you want to tell them, man, because that's what we do. That's our tool.
Doing music, man. I mean, tell them, open their eyes. I mean, be able to see clearly what's going on, or you know, what moves them, and then be able to speak about it. You know what I'm saying, to make that a very important, really, a very important part of the music. You know what I mean, because though you should enjoy it, it's not yours. You got to give it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sit there and listen to yourself all fucking day. It's like you want people to hear, you know, what you're doing. So, you know, make it something that you know they're gonna want to hear and they need to hear, you know, as well. You know, so let's soak up life and spit it back to them, and do it because you love doing it. Anything else?
Get home safe and bring your brothers home safe. You know what I mean? I got a lot of fam out there, and you know, you can hit me up with Mortal Tech. Send whoever is out in Iraq, Afghanistan, a free album, whatever y'all want. You know what I mean? And I appreciate your service, brother. Even though I may not agree with it.
So we've got a great lineup this year. I'm super excited to see you all. But what about the ladies? Yes, Eve is performing, but are you guys going to bring some other ladies on the team? Or
Besides Eve, Salt and Pepper's on the bill. And definitely, I mean, every year we're trying to bring something different to the table. I think there's a lot of great women in hip-hop, and we're just doing the best that we can, and we're not done making announcements.
Okay, well, we look forward to hearing what you have to announce.
This question is for actually everyone. I actually know that Immortal Technique, you are one of the people who were interviewed on Ice-T's Art of Rap. And I remember that he mentioned he wanted to document the art of rap before it stopped becoming an art form. So do you guys feel like rap is no longer becoming an art form, or do you guys feel that maybe it's still in a transition? Any of you guys can take that first.
I would say it's definitely still an art form. It's growing. There's a lot of music that comes out now that I think is contrived. I think that every person that's sitting on this panel right now is an individual within his own style. And nobody up here sounds alike. But we could turn on the radio at any given point and hear 10 artists that all sound alike. So, yeah, they not up here though. No, we ain't talking about. We talking about progression. So as far as I'm concerned, I think the art form, when we have people like this is like the Avengers sitting on the stage right now. You dig? And when they assemble, when you assemble a team like this, the culture is definitely preserved because these are all beasts on the stage right now. You know what I mean? So as far as it being in transition, even whackness and bullshit music help hip-hop to grow because you got to have a plus and a minus. You got to have the dark and the light. You know what I mean? And they both work hand in hand. So that's my hypothesis on it.
An important and a positive trend in hip-hop, which is that artists are becoming a lot more independent. They want a lot more control over the business of hip-hop, and that which gives them the opportunity and the ability to express themselves and express their art form without having the constraints of a company telling them what to do. And I see as that goes forward, you'll have more and more artistry and more diversity in the music, and that's something that's positive that needs to grow, which was, I guess, part of the whole point of Ice's movie when he was talking about it, not just the mastery and the craft, but eventually people being able to have their own company, to make their own decision, to have their own distribution, which is, I think, is one of the most important things for hip-hop to have, you know? You can't be free politically unless you free economically. So that's what it is.
Why Rock the Bells? Why is it that you guys choose to perform at Rock the Bells? Immortal Technique, for example, it seems like he only plays on Rock the Bells. He doesn't anywhere else. And DMX, what made you decide to jump in the lineup with all these other great artists?
Well,
They smartened up this year.
there you go. The opportunity presented itself, and, I just asked him, what's the theme behind this? And once the theme was explained to me, I'm like, because, I'm a fight for this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? I love this shit. I did it for 13 years, man, scraping niggas before I got a deal. Like 13 years, like, on site, because it's like we grew up together, son, you know what I'm saying? And, that was the thing, battle. Like, all right, let's put the pumps on the first, all right, now I'm coming and finishing, like, this is what, the foundation of it to me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I love doing it, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta have that passion about it, you know what I'm saying? And be able to give that, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it because you love doing it. Niggas is selling out too quick and too easy, and, they got partners, and this shit is reckless right now, man. It's fucked up. Fuck it. It's fucked up. Son. That's what the fuck it is. Son. It's fucked up. But, this is a good effort. You know what I'm saying? We're making here to, to remind motherfuckers what it means and what you should stand for, Because, man, if you just listen to, the radio, you won't be fucked up thinking that shit is hot, son. And half that shit is not hot, son. Man, you got DJs that don't even want to play the shit that they got to play on the fucking radio. Man, that's real talk. Real talk. I asked the nigga, son, I did a radio interview, I said, yo, Money, let me ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? Do you enjoy what you playing? And the nigga was quiet, and we know what that means, you know what I mean? Like, all right, that's, that's fucked up, man. The DJ used to love it, like, yo, I got this one back to back, loving this shit. Come on, man. Yeah.
Rosenberg, sorry, you were pretty vocal about who you thought was whack on the Summer Jam roster. So can you be honest and tell us who you think is BS on this roster? Like, keep it 100 because it's looking kind of different.
That's a good question. Whoa.
I did not think anyone was whack on the Summer Jam roster. I thought one song by one of the artists was whack on the Summer Jam roster. I still think that. I think she's a dope artist. I just don't like that song. For this, I'll be honest, I saw the lineup and there were a few things, I didn't talk to Chang before and I just saw the announcement and, I took a double take at Tyga. I took a double take at Future. But Tyga was on this stage a few years ago. A lot of people just associate Tyga with YMCMB, and I probably am guilty of doing the same thing. But he's just a popular artist from Compton, you know what I'm saying, who's done his thing, got signed to YMCMB. And the fact is, he fits in nicely with the Dom Kennedys and the Fashions and some of the West Coast underground artists that are on Rock the Bells. So I'll be honest, I'm excited to see everyone on this. This is my 4th, 5th year. I call it Hip Hop Summer Camp. Unfortunately for the New York show, I'll be rocking the wedding bells that weekend, so I will not be at the New York show. I know, Chang, I had to get married the same day, but I will be in California at those shows, and I'll be excited to see...
You stepping on the glass, man? Let me find out.
I know. That's straight hip-hop, Jewish weddings.
That's why
But I'm very excited for everyone. I'm very excited to see everyone.
Like, we gotta